Just a few days after he threw shade at Tom Hanks, the Barry star sat down with Alec Baldwin on Inside the Actors Studio, where he dished on his happy days. Co-star Ron Howard. Winkler said he was surprised when fans fell in love with his character, the Fonz, particularly as Howard was the show's intended star. The veteran actor went on to say they eventually addressed the situation head-on, with Howard allegedly telling Winkler, "My feelings were hurt, but it's good for the show." During their wide-ranging interview, Baldwin asked Winkler about his relationship with Howard, who arrived on the Happy Days set fresh off the Andy Griffith Show. "There's an intended star of the show, and that person doesn't always end up remaining the star of the show," Baldwin said. "This was a show that was really built around Ronnie. I was supposed to be 7 out of 13, which meant I was only supposed to be in 7 out of the 13 shows each cycle," Winkler said on Inside the Actors Studio. But the Fonz has taken off. After a few years, he and Howard finally discussed the shift in dynamic. The fourth year, we went to a dude ranch and did a two-parter, riding wild bulls. I had to sit on a bull," recalled Winkler. "Ron Howard drove me home in his VW, and I said, 'Ron, tell me now. How are you feeling? We haven't talked about this,' he said. 'You didn't do one thing other than be good at what you're doing. You never do anything on the set where you try to be the star. And it's good for the show. My feelings were hurt, but it's good for the show.'" Despite Howard's hurt feelings, Winkler says they never had a tense relationship on set. "He was one of my most wonderful acting partners ever," the Fonz said. "We could do a scene, we could read it, rehearse it, memorize it, and shoot it 3 times in 20 minutes. There was a thread between us that was amazing.